Welcome to Abu Dhabi, a majestic land, both traditional and modern, known as home to over 200 nationalities. We're proudly metropolitan, but make no mistake about it, this is the motherland of Emiratis. Abu Dhabi was very welcoming to me. I felt like the world was at my fingertips. Like it was, at the time that I moved here in 2011, the infrastructure when it comes to culture and arts programming hadn't been fully developed and everything was still in flux. So it was a great opportunity for people with dreams and passions to bring them and to develop the scene as it was getting started. So I felt like Abu Dhabi was more than supportive and the community was very welcoming to the idea of a poetry show. Started helping to assist with the organization of the Southern Fried Poetry Slam, which is the nation's biggest regional poetry competition. And so that all led up to me moving here with the reason of teaching. But when I saw that there was an interest in poetry, I felt like it was only natural to try to start bringing my own events. And the first one at Cafe Arabia was the first attempt to bring that poetry open mic. So all of those experiences are what led me to organize my first poetry event on March 9th, 2012 at Cafe Arabia in Abu Dhabi. Now we're in our 4th season with the Arts Center at NYU Abu Dhabi, and we've grown so much since then. My first impression was just like I was a fish out of water. Everything was like amazing to me. I went to the mall, I saw McDonald's written in Arabic, and I was just like, wow, and taking pictures of each American restaurant that I saw written in Arabic. And when I researched that Abu Dhabi was a very safe and tolerant place, it was just an easy decision to move here. Initially, it was a 2-year contract, so I said, hey, I'll try to make it 1 year and we'll go from there. But I just felt so welcomed here. I met my wife here, although she's from Florida, and I went to the university in Florida. So we actually lived maybe 3 hours away from each other during university and never knew each other, and then met here. I lived in Abu Dhabi for about 4 years, but then when we got married, I decided to move to Beta Zayed to be with her there. The fact that I lived a very busy life when I lived in Abu Dhabi, it was like a really good transition for me to move to a much more laid-back, smaller town, and then make the trip into Abu Dhabi to organize the event and manage the event. As the statistics show, this is one of the safest cities in the world. And then I was surprised by the fact that there are Arabs and Emiratis who also love the tradition of poetry within their own culture and perspective. So although they may have been used to more traditional Arabic poetry, with them being bilingual and multilingual, they understood the same energy and vibes of the contemporary performance poetry. And after a few months, you started seeing almost an equal amount of Arabs and Emiratis and people from other societies, Western and Eastern cultures, just flowing in. We're all about inclusivity and making people one family. And that's what made it feel like home. And I think once people saw the venue and the whole setup, the DJ element, and with there being no hotel restrictions, Muslims, Emiratis, everyone felt comfortable to come together, where everyone was equally vested, everyone felt welcomed, and everyone felt like their culture and their religion was respected. My name is Dorian Rogers. I'm an educator, poet, and events manager, and this is my Abu Dhabi story.